Learning how to speak to people and the ability to be able to public speak can change your life dramatically. Now, I can make this video extremely short and get down to the root of why you're scared of public speaking and what you're dealing with. I dealt with social anxiety for my entire life up until about 22 years old or so. And once I found the keys to talk more confidently and stop overanalyzing myself, my life changed. Doors opened up, opportunities that weren't there before just appeared. Life became easier overall. And I want that for you extremely bad because I know how bad it can get and how constraining life can feel, and it feels like you're in a prison when you can't fully be yourself and you're dealing with social anxiety. So I get it. Now, the one thing about public speaking and people who struggle doing so, they take themselves way too seriously and they're afraid to mess up. I mentioned overanalyzing yourself. So if you're going to be a confident public speaker, one, you have to think about why you're there. So either you're in a class and you're doing a speech, which if you're in a class, this gets 10 times easier, and I'll tell you why in a second. Or you are spreading some type of value to a crowd or to a group, because if you weren't, then you wouldn't be on stage speaking. Maybe you are a part of a club and everybody has to share. I don't know. There is endless scenarios where you would have the opportunity to public speak, but the gist of it is you're public speaking for a reason. It's not like you are an outcast and it's not like it doesn't make sense on why you're speaking to a group. That's first off. Now, I mentioned you're taking yourself way too serious. If you're okay with messing up, which you're going to mess up, get over it. It's not all about you. The world does not revolve around you as much as you think it does. When we pass away, when we're no longer on this earth, the world is going to keep going. Anyway, let me get off my tangent. But if you expect to mess up, because you may have little quirks or little things that you need to work on when you're speaking. Maybe you say a lot. I notice that I say I mean a lot. That's fine to notice those things and then adjust and become more skillful. So you're training yourself to not use those filler words. You're training yourself to make eye contact. It's okay that you're working on specific things. The thing is, you put way too much pressure on yourself. We all mess up, and it's okay if you mess up. The fact that you're actually speaking in front of a group, one, it should automatically give you some confidence because a lot of people aren't in positions to speak in front of a group. So you're there for a reason. Two, you're human. Say you do mess up. Say you stutter, stumble. It's fine. Who cares? Like, why do you get so upset with yourself and get so embarrassed? The people in this world who can take embarrassment on the chin and just keep it pushing, or the people who are really hard to embarrass, the success or the ceiling for those people is so high because they're okay with going up to bat again and again. They're not worrying about striking out because they realize the only time they truly fail is when they stop. If you have that principle as one of the guiding principles in your life, you're constantly going to keep going. You realize that the journey is going to be bumpy. From start to finish, the journey is going to be bumpy, but you are guaranteed success if you just keep going. Again, I'm getting off on a tangent again, going back to public speaking. You're going to mess up. If your goal is to become a more proficient public speaker, then one, you have to record yourself. First off, you have to record yourself, watch it back, and give an unbiased opinion. So anything that you see, if you were just watching a random person, you would be able to judge that person and say, okay, they're using all these filler words. They're not confident in what they're saying. They wander off on tangents. You have to analyze yourself when you're rewatching it and then work on those specific things. But those are low on my tier list. The thing that's high up is the fact that you're overanalyzing, which I just talked about. Now, this is also an identity issue, which again, is a whole nother video, but if you see yourself as a person who suffers from low self-esteem, you tell yourself you don't have confidence, you're wondering why you're even on stage or why you're speaking in the first place, you're going to struggle because it's how you're looking at yourself. On the opposite end, if you see yourself as someone who is fully confident, someone who is evolving every single day, someone who's okay with messing up because they realize that this is a long journey, they're going to mess up a lot and they're going to have a lot of successes because they're going to autocorrect themselves. So when they mess up, they're going to get back on course and realize what they did to mess up and fix the mistake, not just keep doing it over and over again. So those are two completely different people and they approach life in a completely different way. One of the biggest fears that I would guarantee that 90+% of people, 95+% of people deal with or struggle with is the fear of criticism. So that's what it comes down to. Your social anxiety as a whole comes down to the fear of criticism. Your public speaking comes down to the fear of criticism. When you get past that barrier, life unlocks for you. Simple as that. I've experienced one end of it where everything was a struggle and something was just missing in my life. And I experienced the exact opposite, which I'm experiencing now, where I don't get embarrassed easy. I'm not worried about what other people think, to a certain extent, of course, but I do things because I'm comfortable doing things. I'm not doing things so that other people feel comfortable or other people accept me. Like that ship has sailed a while ago. And as soon as that happens to you, something's going to click and your life is going to change and the possibilities are endless. If you enjoyed this quick video, please leave a like and subscribe and I'll catch you with the next one.